Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the final quarter of 2023. So this will cover October, November, and December. The spirit animal that's coming out for you is the bats, which is beautiful nighttime energy. I am seeing you guys actually you may notice now currently, you may be feeling a little bit more nocturnal, staying up later, for some of you, or doing a lot of your deepest healing and introspection in the nighttime. And if you're someone who sleeps through the night like a normal person, you may notice that your dreams are becoming more vivid and more psychic, more predictive, okay? Oh my gosh, I have psychic dreams almost every night, guys. Literally, it's kind of scary. Just the other night, I had a dream that was very similar to someone else's dream, like a friend's dream. And this happens for me all the time. I will have a dream with someone else in the dream, and then they'll wake up and be like, oh my gosh, I had this dream. And it's the same exact dream that I had. Or I'll have a dream that then happens. Like the other day, I was sleeping and dreaming that I was in this huge restaurant and there was a lot of symbolism, and I told someone, and then the whole scene ended up happening literally 2 days later. So man, crazy stuff here. So I'm seeing psychic dreaming, a lot of spiritual insights coming through at the nighttime in general for you, whether you're awake or asleep. And also with the bat energy guiding you, I am seeing that you are really good at detecting lies and hidden truths, hidden feelings, okay? So someone who may be hiding their feelings for you, you see it crystal clear, okay? Someone who may not be telling you the full story, you see it crystal clear. So psychic energies are very, very strong for you at this time. Also, we see the bat is underneath the full moon. So pay attention to your insights around the moon cycle. I mean, you're a Cancer. You should be doing this every single moon cycle. Okay, we have new moon eclipse coming up, full moon eclipse coming up. In October, and then for the rest of the new moons and the full moons, really pay attention to what your intuition is telling you around that time and what you're working through. What epiphany did you have? For example, we just had the full moon in Aries, and I realized I need to work on my anger issues. And you know what? Because I acknowledge that, and I acknowledge it very verbally. I'll talk to the moon. I was driving alone, and I'll talk to my spirit guides, my spirit friends, and I was talking to the moon. I'm like, listen, I acknowledge that your lesson for me at this time with this full moon is that I need to work through anger issues, anger problems. I get it. And because I verbally acknowledged that and talked to the moon, I did not have anything intense or crazy happen during this full moon. And when you listen to your intuition and act on it, that is when life becomes really peaceful, especially if you are a Cancer or have a strong Cancer placement, okay? Double especially if you're a Cancer moon, all right? So we have your spiritual lesson and theme for this final quarter is the serpent reversed. Oh my gosh. Speaking of serpents and dreams, last night I had a dream, and I connect to you really well, Cancer, because I am a Cancer. So that's why I'm giving you all these extra details. Last night I had a dream that I was at this weird like lake thing, and there was like alligators chasing after me. And when I kept going back to like where the water meets, the shore, and there was a snake that just came out of the water, and I decapitated it and cut it open and started cutting its skin into strips, which is something I totally would not do in my waking life. I'm a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian for over 11 years now, and I love animals, so I would never do this. But it's very symbolic because snakes or serpents represent letting go of the past, healing from the past, and gently moving on. So this is your message from the booklet. Also, the serpent awakens your Kundalini energy. So we see an energy awakening within you during this final quarter, but it will require, since this is in reversed, releasing elements of the past. And here's what it says. When you shed the past gracefully, life will not strip it away with great drama. Indeed, that is something you want to avoid. Do not use your energies to seduce others or allow yourself to be seduced, even by your own ideas. So for some of you, you may still be friends with an ex or old friends, friends with old friends. That doesn't make any sense. You may have people or situations who you were once a lot closer with, or they were once more important to you, may be at a bit more of a distance in your life right now, like from exes to friends, for example, best example. And what this card is saying is, don't try to seduce them, and don't seduce them yourself. Don't try to get that old energy back. Spirit's trying to awaken a whole new chapter for you. And you know what? I'm not going to say that this person is completely exiting your life, or if they're remaining, or if the situation is completely exiting or remaining. Spirit is saying, regardless of what happens in the future with this person, with this situation, you need to kind of, I don't want to say forget about, but kind of forget about the old energies you used to share with them. Live life very much in this present moment. Accept the truth of the present moment radically, okay? Embrace that truth. So we're going to get more details into what this is talking about now. We're going to do 9 cards from the Light Seers Tarot, and we're going to clarify those 9 cards with the After Tarot. So first card out for you is the Page of Cups, clarified by the Chariot reversed, your major arcana card here. Wow. There is new love and new creative projects coming into your life this final quarter here. But definitely with the Chariot being in reversed as it is, it's going to require you to not mentally, emotionally hang on to the past, hang on to your comfort zone. I don't know why I keep getting this message here, some of you, that pertains to your ex, okay, if they're still in your life. It's kind of saying there's a new emotional start awakening for you this final quarter, and it's linked to your creativity as well. Okay, so don't be hyper fixating on your love life during this quarter. If you're focusing on your creative projects, goals, plans for yourself, your to-do list, your little thing, it's different for everyone. If this was my reading, I would say this card's saying to focus on my YouTube channel and my artwork and things like that, cooking, playing with my plants, the things that I enjoy doing. Don't hyper fixate on your love life at this time. However, it's when you focus on those creative projects and things that you got going on for yourself that your love life will actually offer you a new sort of admittance of someone's feelings or an opportunity that comes forward. So it's kind of like when you shower your personal little life, your little corner of this earth with love and your attention, then people will come, okay? Think of people, every human, as a plot of the earth, as a little garden, right, of dirt. And if you water your own garden and make it beautiful, make it, have flowers and trees and just stunning features, people will come to that garden, okay, as opposed to you constantly visiting other people's gardens and running into their space and going along with their plans in life. Have people start coming to you and following you. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, second card out is the Five of Pentacles reversed, clarified by the Queen of Swords. Yeah, one thing you guys need to focus on right now is really, 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 really getting yourself out of this hole, whatever hole you're in. For a lot of you, this is a financial hole. For others of you, this is a health hole, okay? Getting yourself out of these horrible circumstances that you find yourself in. And you're going to do that by being organized, by being focused, by being disciplined. And there is a sort of coldness about this. You're a Cancerian. You want that ushy-gushy love, that affection, that fun. But I feel like there's a part of you, of your life, that has been quite neglected, all right? And this honestly feels very financial. It feels like it's related to your career and certain career changes that need to be taking place here. And those financial and career changes that are long overdue they're trying to be the center of your focus this final quarter. Spirit wants you to focus on that this final quarter of the year. Focus on your work, focus on your health, whatever hole you find yourself in. Third card out is the Devil reversed, clarified by the Hangman reversed. Guys, this is that X energy, okay? Or old ways of doing things, okay? It doesn't have to be a person. This could be an addiction for some of you, and a lot of us are low-key addicted to love or sex, okay? And by that I mean, you should be focusing on your work, your creativity, your to-do list, getting yourself out of this hole that you dug yourself in. But for some reason, you can't stop thinking about this particular person or wanting to see them and do something with them. It doesn't have to be a person for some of you. This could be a literal addiction like gambling, alcohol, drugs, or even just like an old way of coping, like you should be cleaning your house, but you're playing video games nonstop and you can't stop, okay? It's some sort of behavioral or physical addiction that momentarily turns the stress of this Five of Pentacles reversed off. But then you're done doing it, you're done talking to this person, hanging out with them, playing the video game, doing the drugs, the high wears off, whatever. And you still have the problem that was causing the stress in the first place, as opposed to, doing the hard thing, which is actually focusing on the issue and resolving it. That may not be as instantly glorifying as whatever this little hook, this addiction that you have is. However, in the long term, it will create much more happiness for you. So the Devil reverse talks about overcoming some sort of behavioral or love addiction that I'm seeing for you guys, honestly, and you're because you've been in this for such a long time. Whatever this Five of Pentacles reversed is, I feel like you have been here for so long. And you're so over it. Like, you are beyond ready. And you may have even been asking the universe, why am I still in this hole? Like, what are you doing? What did I do to deserve this? And the universe is like, look in the mirror, honey. Okay? Like, don't go blaming us. We're your mirror. All right? The universe is you. You are the universe. So your circumstances that you find yourself in, it's kind of your fault if you're a grown adult. If you're a child, different. You have karma that links you up to certain realities, certain people, and puts you through certain circumstances that are out of your control. However, if you're a grown adult that is functioning, I'm just saying. And I think you know that. And we actually see you gently, very gently, releasing this old attachment. And the Devil reverse is a wonderful card. You're freeing yourself. You're a puppet on strings, but you're freeing yourself from those strings here. So that's a really, really good sign. And I think you can consciously admit whatever this thing was at the time that you're watching this. And you can consciously admit and see how you are letting that go gently. For example, if you are hooked on something, take a random addiction like coffee, caffeine. It's not a card, the Serpent reversed, about quitting cold turkey. This is you gently reducing the amount that you drink over days, weeks, and then switching to a tea, and then you know what I mean? It's a gentle release here. It's not something big, it's not something dramatic. And I feel like there will be some sort of changes that take place as you release these attachments. Changes in the person you were attached to or the situation you were attached to. All right, fourth card out, second row, is the Four of Pentacles reversed, clarified by the Two of Swords. Some of you are really focused on saving your money. Honestly, finances, like I said, seem to be a big deal this final quarter here, saving your money up. I can resonate with this. Like I said, I'm a Cancer. I spent all of the money that I saved for taxes in 2023. So this final quarter, I know I'm going to be saving because I got to pay my taxes in February and spent all that money. So but this doesn't have to be bad. This could be saving up for new property or a car or something, anything, or even just, getting yourself out of the financial circumstances you find yourself in, paying off a debt. If you live in the United States and you have student loans, you should already be paying them back by now. I don't know if you got the memo, but that restarted in September. So just letting you know, if you forgot. Center of your spread, Two of Cups reversed, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. This is strong. This is strong energy. I am seeing some of you have broken up with someone, or are staying single, or released certain individuals in your life because you are starting to consciously realize that you were using them as a distraction from the pain that you've been feeling by neglecting your finances or your health, okay? You were using the people around you, wow, this sounds so bad, as a distraction subconsciously from the pain of you not being satisfied with where you're at in your personal life. Your personal garden has a lot of weeds in it. It's dry. It's like a desert out there, okay? And you've been visiting other people's gardens that are more well taken care of, that has lush greenery, and they have some issues, sure, here and there, but it's better. It's a good distraction because you've been neglecting your own garden. I don't know why this example is just hit in the spot. I feel like this is going to really resonate for a lot of people watching. You have been neglecting your own life, your own self, either your health, your finances, your, creativity. You've been distracting yourself from that pain with some sort of addiction, vice, or distracting yourself with other people, a love addiction. Two of Cups reversed shows you being separated from someone because it wasn't a healthy relationship. It was codependent. It was built off of just, how do I put this? When your own garden is being neglected, obviously you cannot make yourself happy. Okay? How are you gonna be happy on your own when your health is struggling, when your bank account's empty, all the dishes are piled up and sick? How are you gonna make yourself happy when your life's a mess, honestly? So in order to just feel that happiness, you would have to go to other outlets outside of yourself to find that happiness. But what I'm saying here is it's time to start pulling the weeds out of the garden. It's time to start watering your own plants here. It's time to clean the dishes in your sink, get your butt to the gym and work really hard for more money and making any sort of change there to make more money. Whatever your issue is that's making you unhappy with your personal life, that is what you need to be focusing on this final quarter here, because Spirit is sick of watching you distract yourself with these relationships, which honestly, when you enter them with that mindset, they're never going to be healthy, ever. You keep attracting these devil-like people, and by that I mean, toxic, or just the relationship dynamic itself just becomes overly emotional, toxic, and you may even notice yourself developing anger or sadness, or trying to control the situation more because your happiness depends on it. And Spirit's saying use that control, use that will on your own life, not other people's gardens, not other relationships. Ooh. All right, 6th card out, Death and Rebirth reversed, Temperance reversed. It's time. It's time to let go. It is so time to let go. It's beyond time to let go. This is going to be hard for you, honestly, but it's good because you can do hard things, Cancer. You can do hard things. And, I feel like the final quarter of December of the year of 2023, October, November, and December, it feels a lot like cleaning up your life emotionally and physically, okay? I am seeing here, the energy is so beautiful, honestly. You are letting go of excuses, distractions, and anything that is blocking your happiness. And you are working really hard to get your life off the ground, to make yourself happy, and to, dig yourself out of any hole that you find yourself in. There's certainly a release here. You have the Serpent reversed, you have Death in reverse, even 2 of Cups reversed. Something's coming to a close here, gently falling out of your life. Old stories are very gently falling out of your life. I would say if there's anything in your life that naturally feels like it's distancing yourself from this, let it. Okay, if anyone is not giving you that much energy, attention, affection, let them. Release it gently. Give it to the wind, all right? Final row out, 7th card is the 7 of Cups reversed with the Hierophant in reverse. There's so much you can do. There's so much emotion on your mind. I feel like you daydream already about what your life, what you want it to look like. You daydream already about what it's gonna look like when you finally have that health, that money, that whatever. And to get there, you're gonna take a very, very unique path. Okay, you're gonna be your own self-starter. You're a Cancer, you're a cardinal sign, You came here to be a leader, not a follower. You came here to be a leader. And you're going to take yourself on this journey to finding your own success, your own happiness. But it's going to require you to be very decisive and to go your own way and work really hard at it. 8th card out is the 2 of Swords reversed, clarified by the 2 of Wands reversed. Right underneath that, 2 of Cups in reverse. So many 2s. Wow, 2, 2, 2. I am seeing here, you are not burning bridges. You are not like breaking up with anyone in a very direct way. You're not releasing anyone or anything from your life in a very direct way. You're sort of tapering off and matching energies. Does that make sense? It feels more like you are stepping back into your own garden and seeing if they want to come visit you and help you in that garden. All right, I keep coming back to this like visual, this like shamanic journeying visual of everyone having their own garden, and that garden is like your mind, your life, and you've spent so long in other people's gardens, and you have built entire friendships and relationships off of you being in their garden. All right, you following their dream, you going along with what they want to do, following their pace, matching their energy. And this final quarter of 2023, you're stepping back into your own garden for the first time in what feels like years, okay? And you're saying, if anyone wants to visit and help out, or, just have fun here with me, you're more than welcome to come. But like, it's from you pulling back and focusing on you. You're really gonna see who is and is not here for you on that journey. I think it'll be quite sad for some of you to see that, someone who you did so much for, who you constantly went to them, they're not coming back to you. They're not entering your garden. However, you need to stay in this energy. Don't keep chasing that person, because I just have an intuitive feeling here for like about half of you that it might take a few months, but someone may knock on your garden gates and visit you back up. Someone that you constantly went to, that you constantly did things for. You constantly visited their garden, their life, went along with what they want. And you took your power back. You said, what, I gotta return back to within myself, and I gotta water my own plants. I gotta, focus on my own life. I gotta work out, I gotta eat healthy, I gotta, do the things that I gotta do. And someone may not visit you for a long time. They may not pour that energy into you for a long time, months, all right? But they may come knocking back. Let's find the final card here. Wow. I knew it, guys. I knew it. 6 of Pentacles clarified by the 6 of Swords in reversed. I have a feeling for half of you. 6, Wands in reversed. Half of you. When you pull back, when you focus on cultivating your own peace this quarter and getting yourself out of the hole that you find yourself in, no longer relying on other people for happiness, doing the hard work to create your own happiness, your own health, your own money, someone's going to come back. Someone's going to come back in and start reciprocating and visiting you as often as you visit them. And I don't mean in a literal sense of like, all right, you come here half the time, I go there half the time. I mean in this example, this metaphor, like they're going to start putting in the work that they didn't do in the past. After and only after you really put a dedicated effort towards yourself. And, you might have to spend time in your own garden for a while here, all right? So I hope this made sense for you guys. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus to get the fullest overview of this final quarter of 2023. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my Goddess Energy Intention Oil and my spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. And definitely like this video, comment how it resonated with you down below. I love reading your comments, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. All right, bye-bye.